Some of the best moments in my life have been in lucid dreams, listening to music, watching YouTube videos, reading books, spending time with people I enjoy. But I swear, some of the best moments of my life have been on walks, bro. And I'm about to get giggly as a schoolgirl because I really enjoy walks. And I'm going to be talking about my 8 favorite walks of all time. So, my first walk I'm going to talk about. So number eight. I was walking to a furniture store. Okay, let me explain. I won't explain why I was going to a furniture store, but I was going to a furniture store, and I was kind of walking my usual walk. I walk. I walk this. I walk this path like 3 or 4 times a week, and it takes me. Okay, if I go fast, it takes me 45 minutes, but if I go slow, it's like 2 hours. So I tend to. This time I took it about 45 minutes. And it was raining the whole time. And dude, I was so happy, bro. I. Dude, it was just like, it was a perfect amount of wind, perfect amount of rain. It was raining pretty hard too. When I got to the furniture store, I was soaking wet, bro. And on the walk, I remember it looking like so blue. And that probably wasn't how it looked in reality, but like it looked like just like everything looked blue for some reason. I'm not sure why. So yeah, that's number eight. Eight. So my number 7 walk is I was in California with my dad this February, and we went down to the Death Valley, and we found a pretty good campsite there. We hammocked on some rocks. That was pretty cool. And after he went to sleep, I decided to go on a little walk myself. And I went around the area. We were at a campsite. It was pretty open. There were some mountains in the distance. The moon was shining bright, and you could see the stars. And that was just so nice, bro. Uh, that was just there's such like a heavenly experience, seeing the mountains in the distance, the night sky. It was nice. That was a pretty good walk. My number 6 walk is one night in my hometown. Me and my friend were having a sleepover. We went for a walk about 9 p.m. and I think sorry, my dog was in my room and I had to kick her ass out cuz she was getting jealous hearing about my walks. So, yeah, that walk, it rained so much that night that when we were in the parking lot, my foot would my legs were somewhere like half a foot up on my leg. The way it rained a lot that night. We were drenched, bro. So and so my mine it does number doesn't matter. I remember just having this one walk where like all my thoughts were just really metaphysical. I usually have like a topic I think about. This walk was just like topics about topics. It was I don't even remember like that much what I thought about because it was just really abstract thoughts. And that's all I have to say on it. It was pretty enjoyable. There was one walk. I remember I was watching a Tiger 123 live stream, and then it started to rain. So I had to pause the live stream to go for a walk. Quite unfortunate, but I watched the rest later. And that was a really good walk. I went for about 3 hours, I think, and maybe it was more like 2.5. But I decided to take my path pretty slow. I spent a lot of time like looking at the stream nearby, uh, just watching the water flow. It was really relaxing. That was a pretty enjoyable walk. And my next walk was about in 2023. It was in like December, and it was about 7 p.m. I went for a walk. It was just lightly snowing, and I was walking past Christmas decorations, and it was really nice. That was a pretty good walk. My second to last walk uh, was it was about a year ago, actually very very close around this time, and this walk actually is the inspiration for a pretty important scene in the short story I'm currently writing now called Process X8, which I hope to finish in a few months. And what happened to me on this walk was I was walking through like the middle of a field on my usual trail I go on, and the wind was just like perfect on this walk. And I just kind of like, it was like as if like my brain thought of it on its own. It said, I thought no one has it better than me. And like I really felt that in that moment. I was so happy. But my favorite walk just happened about a month ago. The first half of the walk, there wasn't any rain. It was just like a lot of lightning. And it was loud lightning. It was kind of off in the distance. And it wasn't really until like I was halfway back that I started to get rained on. And dude, that was like one of the biggest peaks of my life. That was amazing. And the only bad part was that I got hailed on for like 5 minutes. So I kind of took shelter under a tree because the hail was big. They were like at least that big. So that wasn't too fun, but ultimately I think it was worth it. And so I had a lot of good walks. I can't really like give too many details. They're often not that eventful. They're usually just me thinking. It's I'm basically just ranking like meditation sessions with like nice scenery. But I think walks can be very conducive for philosophy just because they give you a lot of space to think and you get some gentle exercise. So that it kind of helps keep you on track almost. And if you're outside, you can't go to your computer or pick up a book. You kind of just you have to keep moving. Another note, I don't listen to music or podcasts when I walk. I go completely silent, and I find that's most conducive for what I'm trying to do here. So yeah, I think walks can be very useful for philosophy, and as well can just be very enjoyable. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that.